So I know I said that the last video was gonna be the last demo video, but we've got some ticky-tack things like tack strips that need to come up.
It's not like demo, it's like, you know, all the odds and ends things that you think, oh, that'll be real quick. I got most of it done, and they take just as long as the hard demo. So I just got a little pry bar here and a hammer, and while Zeb's working on other projects, I was just gonna come talk to him so I wasn't bored, but I don't like to sit, so I'm just gonna be taking off tack strips while he's working.
This is our real fancy lighting situation. This lamp was inherited. It's the one light that's left in the house. People keep asking us if we've ran into any surprises. I would say the biggest surprise that we've ran into is how much is on top of this wood flooring that we're trying to save. There's been layers of carpet, and not just one layer, like multiple layers with pads and things. Underlayment, linoleum under the underlayment, linoleum under the linoleum, and the wood flooring is one of the biggest things that we were excited about. Luckily in the family room, dining room area, there was only a little bit of carpet and nails and staples to remove, but in the kitchen area and the old bedroom where we're gonna be putting the new bathroom, there is this nasty black tar felt linoleum adhesive stuff, and it has given me a lot of trouble. So I looked online, I've been trying a couple methods. This Henry Easy Release adhesive remover seemed like it had pretty good reviews, and to be honest, it's probably working as intended. I just have so much floor to do. I've got about 300, 400 square feet here that I need to scrape up, because luckily it wasn't in the bathroom area, just in the old bedroom and the kitchen area. These are the results I got after 2 coats of it. You let it sit for 20 minutes and then you scrape it up, and you can see I am getting down to the wood floors. That was probably 20 minutes of scraping right there to get to that point. You can see I still have a lot of that tar adhesive. Next, I tried Goof-Off, and this is the Pro Strength Remover, and it softens it up, but this is not a concentrate. You get a gallon, it's about $24 for it. And here you can see I got some up. It's pretty minimal effort, but it's still not taking it all the way off. So I think my next option, the next thing I'm gonna try is an industrial sander or buffer with the proper sandpaper on there, and see if I can get it to come off that way, because I'm gonna be a week getting this stuff stripped off of here otherwise. So before I rent the tool to get the rest of this up off of here, what I wanna do is make sure that I'm ready for it. All the nails are out of the floor, and that the rest of this linoleum is up out of the kitchen area. This wall here is directly under the window, and when we were pulling back layers of paneling and some of the plaster came off, we realized that some of this brick had just crumbled away, and we've got a pretty significant hole here. So what I'm gonna do is take some of those extra bricks that we have from the chimney, and I'm gonna rebuild this section so hopefully it stays nice and strong for another 100 years. All right, so I am using Rapid Set Mortar Mix. It's a high strength structural repair mortar. You can use it for all sorts of things. I'm gonna use it to repair these bricks, but you can also use it as almost like a plaster over the top. It's a 55-pound bag. A little less than a gallon of water is all you need to mix the whole bag up. So I have half a gallon of water in here. I'm gonna try half a bag to start, and we'll see where we go from there, see how thick my mixture is and see if it works. I've never done a ton of brickwork. I've watched some people do it. I've watched a few videos on it. That was not a pretty job. I think it'll be strong. The Rapid Set by itself without any bricks is a really strong material, so I'm not worried about the structural integrity of that. It's much better than the gaping hole was, but at the same time, maybe next time when I go to repair something like this gap in the mortar here, if we leave this wall exposed, I will use a mortar that doesn't set up quite as fast because I'm not skilled enough to work with it as quickly as I needed to, and I should have probably taken a little more time. Would have been able to set the bricks in there a little nicer. But all in all, it worked out great. The repair's done and it's looking pretty strong. It's already pretty much set up and the hole is gone, so I'm happy with that. We are using these stairs as supports for the wall gonna come up to support the floor that we use to cover up this staircase. So Jami is cleaning all of that off the hard way.
Is there a better way?
No, there's not a better way. It's just dusty any way you go. We've got to get rid of this wall here so that I can run the subfloor or the underlayment all the way over to where that's at currently. And then we're going to fill in these stairs. I'm basically just going to build almost like little walls, little stud walls all up the stairs at different heights. And then we'll put the flooring over the top of that.
And I'm going to clean up the mess you just made again.
Sorry, I had more plaster I had to take out.
It's okay, I'm the cleaning lady and you do the heavy lifting.
Deal.
Are you sure that's low?
No.
I feel like I need a new hobby. My current life involves removing staples from the floor. Luckily there's not too many grand comparison, but when Zeb's doing some of the work that requires his knowledge and muscle, I like to be here in case he needs me, but while he's doing that, I don't want to waste time. So I do things like remove tack strips and remove staples and sweep and clean, and hopefully I'm helpful.
Super helpful. It all has to get done.
Somebody's got to do it. It goes really fast when you're demoing, and then it slows down as you do the tedious, like, putting it back together work.
On something like this where I need it to fit just perfectly, I like to come in here and actually mark where I'm going to make the cut rather than try measuring. And I find that I have to go back and cut down less. If I can't put the wood where I want to mark it, I'll cut it a little long and then I'll work my way down so that it's a perfect fit. Right here at the top of the stairs, I didn't have much of a gap, so I'm just using some old lath to shim that up in. Can you turn the camera off?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are ready to put the lid on this thing. Basically what I've been doing is essentially building a header, almost like you would for a door, and putting a 2x4 up with 2 going across it here. Now that it looks like a mine shaft, we're ready to put the underlayment on there, which is just 20-30 seconds plywood is what we're using. I feel like that's a little high. No, it's right there. It's right there level. If only I
You could always sand it down if you needed to. Maybe not make the floor look good, but make the floor look passable.
I love it when a plan comes together. We are finally rebuilding stuff. Super excited to get that stairwell covered up. It's been a long time coming. Feels like we've been doing demolition, about 2 weeks now that we've been doing demolition, and now we're to rebuilding. We've got some beams coming in tomorrow, so we're gonna start working on the ceiling tomorrow. That'll be in the next video, and no one's gonna fall down the stairs anymore.
Sometimes some of the things we have to do are really tedious. I removed all of the carpet tack strips and 95% of the staples. I've got to come in probably tomorrow while Zeb's doing beam work and make sure all the staples are out and do a good cleaning, and then we'll be ready for the next step.
I don't know if you missed the memo. You're on the beam lifting crew tomorrow.
But I'm so short.
We'll get you a ladder.
If you want to help support our channel, be sure to visit JamiRayVintage.com for all your DIY paint and product needs. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
Hit the subscribe button.